Hello guys, and welcome back on this episode 2 on our GitHub series. By the end of this episode, you are going to be able to use Git on Git Bash, Git GUI, and Git Desktop. So for that, let's go on your terminal or on your browser, on your favorite browser, and tap Git Bash, okay? And once it's open, you're just going to choose your OS version, then download it and install it. So after the installation get done, come on the Windows, if you are using Windows, section right here, and type git bash, and you're going to be able to open it, and you can run after that git dash version command to verify, and you will be able to see the version of your Git. We're going to move on the next step now, which is configure globally Git on your system. Okay, so for that it's pretty easy. We're going to start by run the git config-global username and specify the username that you're going to use. Okay, the GitHub username that you're going to use. In my case is yqt. So you're going to have to create your GitHub account first. If you don't have it yet, create your GitHub account, and you will use your username that you use on your GitHub account. Then after that, I'm going to run the command git config-global user.email, and so I just provide the email that I use to create my account as well. And I'm going to initialize the default branch that's going to be there by default. Most of the time it's the main branch, but sometimes it can be different. So just to make sure, I'm going to run the command git config-global init default branch main. Okay. Right now that I have this, I'm going to move forward and try to create our first repository. Okay. For that, we're going to start by create our repo, our folder that's going to contain our repo, and I'm going to call it dev, so I can make the command to create my repo, my main folder, then move inside that folder that you're going to use during all this tutorial. I'm going to run after that, make the command in order to create inside our folder the repo listen to, which is the one that you're going to use. Okay, so once I've created our listen to repo, I'm just going to move inside that repo and run the git init command. This one is the command that's going to allow us to init git inside our repo. Okay, so when I do that, you can see that we have now our main branch that is showing up on our command line interface here. Okay, so we're going to move on the next step now. We're going to download GitHub Desktop installer quickly, and for that it's pretty easy. Just go on your favorite browser once again and type desktop.github.com. Okay, and you're going to be able to see this page. You're going to open it, then download the installer. In my case, I'm going to use Windows, so I'm going to choose the Windows 64-bit and just download it, install it after that. Okay, the installation is pretty quick. You can see that it's going to move forward quickly. Then you can see the graphical user interface looking similar to Git Bash, but GUI mode. Okay, the GUI mode. Okay, once on GUI interface, on GUI, okay, on your graphical user interface, click on add local repository. Okay, so here you're just going to add the same repository that you created on Git Bash a couple seconds ago, right? So you're going to select that folder. So we're going to be inside our listen to repo with GitHub Desktop, right? So use the little triangle to expand on top if you want. You can see that you have possibility, you have option to clone, create, add existing, and so on. Okay, so create our first file. Okay, and this is you can provide a small comment like this is our first file or something like that. So I'm just going to call it first file that's txt. Okay, then I'm going to do same to create a second file and a third file. Okay, so just use the same way to create the two other files and you should be good. Okay, so right now you can see that 3 changes are detected automatically. You can see the content when you click on each file. When you click on each file, you can see the content, right? Okay, so let's select one file, provide a description for our first commit, then commit it by clicking on the blue commit to main. Okay, so we're going to provide a message like commit created with GitHub desktop, for instance, right here. So after that, if we click on history now, you will see that it is showing our first commit just now. Okay, on the right side you have our description added, the username and ID of the commit is also visible. You can copy this in order to see the full size of our ID. Okay, the file that you have committed is showing up, same for its content. Okay, so you can see all the detail right here. Come back on our git bash page now and enter git status command. Okay, so when you type git status, the file that you have not committed are displaying on red color, and you can see that they are listed inside the section on track file, right? So the file that we have committed already is not listed anymore as on track file. So pay attention to that because it's something that's going to be really useful for the next step. Okay, let's open Git GUI now to see how it is showing up. Click on open existing repo, select our repo and open it. Select our folder repo. Okay, so once you did that, you can see an on-stage changes, the same 2 files not committed. Come back on git bash, run git add second file. Git status now output file stage on green color and one on track in red, which is third file. Run git commit -m, provide the description of our commit for our second file. Then when I run git status now, only on track file is showing up with the same third file. To see the history of commit here on git bash, git log command provide us the perfect output. You can see the first and second commit with their ID, author, date, the specification for the one who created it with GitHub desktop on the one that we created on GitHub desktop. If you come back on GitHub desktop history, you will see the second file committed as well, right? Let's commit our third file on graphical user interface now. Click first on rescan to make sure that any update showing up. You can see that third file still on stage. Click on file, commit menu, stage to commit. You can see that it's moved to stage changes, okay? And you have a precision with commit, so ready to be committed, right? We provide our commit message now, create third file, then click on commit button. It's committed now. We can verify history on graphical user interface. Then further, click on repository, visualize main history. Here you can see all 3 commits with a lot of details. Now, you know how to use Git with Git Bash, Git graphical user interface, and Git desktop. Thank you to follow this video until the end, and make sure to subscribe in order to be aware of the next awesome episode of this series. Thank you so much. Bye.